Welcome to my enchanted journey. I'm Ella Shawn, upmarket romance writer, and this is where I share my thoughts on everything I think about. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe and click the bell so you can always know when I post new material. Okay, let's get to it. So I also have a blog, Ella's Enchanted Life. I'll put a link in the description box. And I write like a bi-weekly blog post. And so I was reading my first blog post for 2020. Happy 2020, yay us. And I was reading my blog post and I was like, I have a lot more to say about this, but nobody wants to read 10 to 12 pages of a blog post. So I thought, well, I have a YouTube channel that I'm not using. So maybe I can go on my YouTube channel and expound upon this topic that I felt so passionate about. And I thought, hell yeah, that's a great idea. That's what I'm going to do. So the article is entitled The Top 10 Items Writers Really Want from Their Family, Friends, and Readers. When I did this title, right, I really wasn't talking about all writers. I am talking about me. But I couldn't write the top 10 items Ella wants from her family, friends, and readers because I'm not a complete narcissist, right? And I am firmly in the mindset that I'm not the only writer who wants these things. And I should probably say that even though it says the top 10 items, they're really not in any particular order. But, you know, people like top 10 things. And so, bada bing, bada boom, give the people what they want, right? So, without further ado, I am going to kind of go over this list and then I can talk about all the stuff that I didn't really get a chance to talk about in my blog post. So, the first thing on my list is uninterrupted time. Okay, obviously, as a writer, and I am admittedly a new writer, right? A new independent writer. I've published 2 books independently, and I'm working on editing the second book in the Broken Soul series. So I am a new writer, a career changer. So I'm working from home. I am still working. Like I still have this new career. So I'm asking for 4, maybe 6 hours a day, right? Monday through Friday, to write or edit or revise or format or whatever the hell else I need to do as a writer. I'm asking for 4 to 6 hours of uninterrupted time. But when my family and friends are like, oh, you're a writer, air quotes, they assume that I am literally sitting on my ass YouTube binging or Netflix binging. And I'm like, no, I'm really working here. You know, this is my career. It isn't a hobby. I'm not journaling. I'm a writer. And they don't get it. So I get calls all day. What are you doing? How are you feeling? Are you busy? Can I come over? Do you want to hang out? Could you possibly watch my kid? They're not. I'm like, no, I'm working. That's what I'm doing. I'm working. I'm researching. I'm writing. I'm editing. I'm working. And they just don't get it. Knocking on the door are my children. Hey, mother, have you seen my shoe? Mother, I can't find the $5 you gave me. Mother. And I'm like, if I were still teaching, you would never do that. If I were working on somebody else's job, punching someone else's clock, you certainly wouldn't call me for something as trivial as a sneaker. So I would love to have some like uninterrupted time to actually write and do all those things that I need to do. The second thing on my list is enthusiastic support. Holy hell, I'm not lying. When I say to you, I want nothing more than my family and my friends to be more supportive of my writing career, I'm like, I get it. I write contemporary romance, and perhaps, I've been trying to rack my brain and figure this thing out. Like, why aren't they buying and promoting my books? Why aren't they, you know, telling everybody and saying, oh my gosh, yeah, my niece is a writer. Her books are available on Amazon. Like, why aren't they out there promoting me and giving me lots and lots and lots and lots of support? And then I thought about it. Maybe they're embarrassed or ashamed of the stuff I write. Because I'll be the first to say I don't hold my tongue when I'm writing, right? My pen flows beautifully. And I write about some dark shit. But life isn't really always happy. So I like to tackle the kind of dirty underbelly of society, but I always lift it up. So I'm like, maybe my family and my friends, the people who've known me most of my life or a large chunk of my life, perhaps they are embarrassed or ashamed because I write contemporary romance and I deal in eroticism. I don't know. Maybe they have a hard time looking at me and saying, yeah, Ella's writing that. Maybe they can only see me in one way. I don't know what the problem is, but I'm like, can I get some support? Can I get somebody who knows me and who say they love me? Can I get some of you guys out there pushing my books and, writing reviews and all this? Anyway, some enthusiastic support would be great. Like, so great. And I don't know, if you're embarrassed or ashamed by my writing and the style I write in and how there is some crudeness in my writing, but there's a wonderful story always. I'm like, but if you're embarrassed and ashamed of that, then you need to get in touch with your sexuality and you need to get in touch with your enchanted beast, because oh my God, what are you doing? Anyway, the third thing on my list is respect my craft. If I hear one more person, just one more person, say to me, but you're not a real writer. You haven't been published by a publishing company, and it's not like you have an agent. You're not like making millions as a writer. You're not a real writer. You published your own book. I really, I'm not a violent person. I promise. I'm really not violent. But Jesus, I could choke someone out when I hear them say that. I'm like, I would love to see you write 380 pages. One story that will have your reader enthralled and engaged from beginning to end, where there are no slow parts and there's nothing that goes, oh yeah, I'm going to skip these couple of chapters. No, your reader is reading. Wait, let me go back because shit, I did not see that coming. Like, I want to see you write that, edit, revise, publish, format it, get the book cover done, all of it. I want to see someone do that and then have it be done well. Because whether or not I have a publisher, whether or not I'm with an agent at this time, whether or not I've made millions or only pennies, I am a bona fide writer. Respect my craft. Can you do that? Because if everybody could write a book, then everybody would be writing books, right? So anyway, I hate that. Like, that really makes me sick. Um, Number 4, reviews. Oh my God. I have downloads, lots of downloads on Kindle because I'm of a obviously listed Kindle Unlimited. So I have all these downloads and I only have like 4 or 5 reviews. I'm like, damn it. Thank you for downloading and reading my book. I really appreciate it. However, can you drop a few lines of review, please? Because that would be amazing and I would greatly appreciate it. I think a lot of people are like, oh, well, what if I don't like it or if I have something negative to say? I don't care. Of course, I want glowing reviews. Of course, I want people to love the characters I create as much as I do. I want them to be invested in the books I write. However, any feedback is great feedback because we need it. But more importantly, your reviews, the more reviews a writer has, the more visible that writer's work becomes on Amazon. So that writer's work will be recommended when a person buys a certain book that's in that same genre, then they can say, hey, you might want to read this as well. I need that. All writers need that. So if you take the time to purchase or download a book and read it, then please write a review. It's okay if you don't like it or if you have indifferent feelings about it or if you want to, or if you love it and you just want to gush about it. We want it all. And on Amazon, it helps so much. So, help us out, please. Help me out, please. The next thing on my list, time to people watch. Okay, here's the deal. Sometimes I just need to do nothing. Sometimes I need to go someplace that's very busy and full of different types of people and sit down and do nothing but watch. And so if I'm out and someone comes with me, but I'm not talkative and I've said, I really just want to sit here and be quiet. It's because I'm looking at people and I am paying attention to their mannerisms, paying attention to the way they eat or how they hold a glass of wine or how they interact with the people they're hanging out with. I'm paying attention to how they speak, how the words sound. I'm paying attention to their eyes and I'm paying attention to their facial expressions. I'm paying attention to their dress. Like I am people watching because how the hell else am I going to create characters? The mind cannot create what it has not already been exposed to. Ergo, I need inspiration. So don't chat to me when I'm in my quiet people watching space. Don't ask me a million questions. Don't try and show me, the latest funny meme on your Instagram feed. Just really be quiet. Leave me alone. I'm like, I can go out by myself and sit down and do this, and I do, and I have, but inevitably, people assume if you're sitting by yourself, then you're lonely, and no one wants to see the lonely lady, so they come and strike up. No, I don't want to talk. I'm fine. I just want to watch people. And that sounds creepy AF, so obviously I don't say that. Maybe I should. I'm just here people watching. I'm just here watching everyone. That's all. I don't need to talk. They would probably call the cops though. Anyway, quiet. That is the next thing. Quiet. Now, I don't know if it's only me, but I don't think it's only me. But at any given time, I probably have 3 to 5 novels starting in my head. Seriously. And that's like 50 people, right? That's like 50 different voices, all, screaming their stories at me, trying to get me to jot them down. And It is complicated and convoluted and noisy and hectic in here. It's loud. And so sometimes just basic noise, I can't. The dishwasher is, oh no, turn that off. It's too loud. I cannot. The TV, nope, I don't want to hear the hum of it. Like people talking at a normal decibel, right? I'm just like, I can't. Sometimes I'm whispering and I don't even realize it. And my husband or my kids will be like, why are you whispering? And I'm like, am I whispering? Or are you yelling? Because really it gets so loud in my head. I really need the quiet. I need it to sound like, did you hear that? Nothing. So I got some earplugs because I thought that would be better for my family. It didn't really work. So I think I'm going to have to invest in some like noise canceling over the ear headphones. I don't know. If you guys know of any really good noise canceling over the ear headphones, please leave me a comment below and a link because I don't want to be that crazy writer bitch who no one wants to live with, right? But I do need that silence sometimes. So yeah, if you guys know where I can get some really good noise canceling headphones and all that good jazz, leave me a comment and a link below. I would greatly appreciate it. Next item on my list is an unlimited supply of herbal tea. I know writers are really supposed to be into like coffee. No, I cannot drink cups and cups and cups of coffee. I would be crazy. I also have narcolepsy with cataplexy. If you don't know what that is, really quickly, you can look up the fainting goats or the fainting puppy. I'm the goats and the puppy. So if I get super excited or super, happy or super any emotional thing, there's a really good chance that I'm going to pass out. And I'm not unconscious, right? I'm conscious the whole time, but my body's completely, I have no control over it. So it looks like I've passed out, but really I just can't control my body. So yeah, coffee is not a good look for me because it revs me up and I'm like jittery and I'm excited and then my cataplexy kicks in and so I'm falling down all over the place. It's not good. So, but herbal tea, herbal tea. I have a huge variety. I can drink so much of it because most of the herbal teas I like are decaf and I feel so posh and British and suave and intellectual when I'm drinking tea, and I love herbal tea. There, unlimited supply. That would be great. That's probably really esoteric and just for me, but like I said, when I wrote this list, I was really thinking, what does Ella want from her family, her friends, her readers? Yeah, and that was it. Oh my God, this one. This probably, if it was a top 10, and I guess the top 10 would go 10 being the least important and number 1 being the most important. So if this were top 10, then this one that I need right here, it would be the last one I talked about. It would be like number 1. And the number 1 thing Ella wants as a writer from, her family, friends, and readers, I want a freaking personal assistant. I said it. I know. You can go hire one, Ella. But I can't. I really can't afford to pay someone to do the shit I need done. I cannot afford to do that. But oh my God, I'm really creative, like crazy creative, and I'm so busy. Like, I'm so busy. Okay. So let me explain this to you. I'm a writer, an independent writer. That means I'm responsible for building and maintaining and growing my own social media platform. I suck at that because I'm also a 45-year-old woman. This is not my era, right? I'm Gen X. Am I? Why? No, I'm Gen X. I'm 45. This is not my thing. So I'm like SEO, taking pictures, posting about my life. Who the hell cares about what's happening in my life? I don't know. But I have to do this because, well, that's what all my research says. So I'm a writer, I'm writing books, I'm editing, I'm doing all this stuff. Good, check. I have a podcast. Enchanted Beast Podcast. I love doing it. It's a weekly episode, and I talk about everything that empowers and elevates the feminine divine, and so that's my platform. So I have a podcast. I have a blog that I write, Ella's Enchanted Life. I also write for another blog that's local in my city, a mom's blog. Okay. And, I just opened up an Etsy shop. You see that back there? That beautiful, beautiful crocheted shawl. I just opened up an Etsy shop, Browns and Barnacles. And I sell crocheted items on there. So, I'll put some links to everything that I have my hand in. But I'm also starting an after-school writing program, a creative writing club that'll be starting up in next school year. So I have curriculum to write and stuff to pull together for that. And yeah. And I have a daughter who has two of the rarest neurological sleeping disorders in the world, Klein-Levin syndrome and sighted non-24. I have another daughter who's in band and who's very active and who keeps me running, lacrosse band living. And my oldest daughter is still in Brazil. She'll be back in April, but then she's going to be going off to school someplace in New England. And then I have a husband and a dog, and we're getting a service dog. My life is a mess. It is a mess. And I am not I am not organized. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I bujo. It really does help a lot. My bullet journaling, but really a personal assistant. I fantasize about that. I really do. I fantasize about my perfect personal assistant. So I've got to figure out a way to make this happen. I think I'm going to start offering unpaid internships, right? Unpaid 12-week internships to maybe communications and marketing students at the local colleges, or maybe high school seniors who need hours towards an internship, and then they can handle my social media platforms for writing about now, for Browns and Barnacles, for Ella Sean stuff. They can bring me lots and lots of tea. They can order my grocery from Instacart. There's so much I need done, right? I really am going to have to figure out the personal assistant. Okay. Next, loungewear. Woohoo! Listen, I hate wearing clothes. I know I'm not a nudist or anything, but I hate having to get up in the morning and put on real people's clothes, mostly because I work from home. So I try to spend as much time as I can not wearing a bra. In fact, I don't even own bras. I have mostly bralettes if I have to put something on. But most of the time, I try to avoid bras because, who wants them, right? I usually end up putting on a tight tank top and putting on a shirt over it and calling it a day. But I have to get up and take my kid to school. I have to run errands, sometimes. Doctor's appointments, things like that, haircut. I want loungewear that is so comfortable, I feel like I'm naked when I'm wearing it, right? And I also need it to be functional so that I can wear it out to run errands, go to the doctor, pick up some grocery if I need to. And I need it to be where I don't have to put on a bra because it has like a little shelf built in. Like, I'm not a big busted woman, so I don't really need a lot of support. And I'm 45. These things have already been sucked dry by 3 kids and gravity's taken hold. So who the hell cares? I just need them to be lifted a little bit, not sagging when I'm running out. But I also don't want to look like those athleisure wearing stay-at-home moms, the ones who push the strollers up to the elementary school to drop off a horde of kids from the neighborhood, and they have on this athleisure wear. I don't want that shit. It's not comfortable, and it's so expensive. I want loungewear that makes me feel like I'm naked. So if you guys know where I can get some of that, leave me a comment and some links. That'd be great, because I'm always looking for stuff, right? I'm always looking for interesting things. So loungewear that I can wear out and not look like I rolled out of bed, and not look like an athleisure wearing stay at home, walk my kid to elementary school with a stroller full of kids mom, and feel like I'm naked when I put it on. I need something that, these are what I usually wear. You see those? My husband bought me some. I have like 8 pairs of these socks, but they're really warm and fuzzy and so cozy. I have a lot of autoimmune issues, and Raynaud's is one of them, which means that my fingers and my toes and my nose and my ears, they never really get warm. They're always freezing. So these fuzzy socks are amazing. So I need lounge clothes that, complement that. Last but not least on my list, number 10, notebooks and pens. Hi, my name is Ella Shawn, and I am addicted to purchasing notebooks and expensive pens. They say the first step to healing is admitting that I have a problem. I don't think it's a problem. I'm a writer. I need notebooks. I need pens. I need beautiful notebooks that inspire me. I need beautiful notebooks with heavy weighted paper. I need notebooks that when I tear out a page, it's crisp on the edge, with heavy covers, with beautiful sayings on them. I love notebooks, and I love even more pens. Since I started boudreauxing, I've become like a complete pen whore, and so I'm really like pens and notebooks. Show me that you love me. Show me that you get me. Buy me pens and notebooks with bohemian quotes and positive vibes. I need that. So that's number 10. Again, they're in no particular order, and I was really kind of just, looking at all the stuff that I really want. Some of these are really kind of, they hurt my feelings because I don't have them and I really need them. But others, I'm okay. So here's the deal. I'm looking for new friends and family who will enthusiastically support my writing career. If you are that person, subscribe, click the bell, leave me a comment so that I can include you in my new friends and family group. I'd be so happy for that. Also, make sure you check out my blog, ellasenchantedlife.com. I'll leave it in the description box. Check out my podcast, Enchanted Beasts Podcast. I'll leave it there. And I'll even leave a link to Browns and Barnacles, my online Etsy store where you can find really beautiful pieces of crocheted items. that's it. I hope that this video entertains you. I hope that you get something out of it. And I'd love to hear from you. All right. Thanks for taking this journey with me. I hope the walk through my crazy, convoluted mind has not screwed you up so much. That's all. Be brave, be beautiful, and always, always remember to stay enchanted. Bye.